Hello, I'm Andy, and I'm going to introduce a new program called Tarot, Especially Love. And this is for you coming from Libra, and it's for the month of March 2017. Now, I'm going to pull the first card. I'm going to divide the month into two. So I'm going to pull the first card, which will represent of what might happen to you in areas of love and romance and marriage for the first 15 days of March. Now, you've pulled a card where the possibility of finding love is there, but there's also the possibility of finding a disappointment, because there are situations in that romance that might approach you or that you might chase for, which has complications. And these complications can reveal themselves in the first 15 days of the month, bringing disappointment. There's also the sign of Venus, and that's a good sign. That shows you can find romance. And then the other signs on the planet show that you could be the fool to fall in love and then be disappointed later. So you will need to do some research before diving in head and shoulders right into the areas of love. Okay. Now I'm going to pull the second card, which has to do with the second half of the month. This is a much better card. It produces some possibilities, but again, it shows this time there will be some aggression against you. It's better in the sense that the possibilities of finding romance are still there. But in areas of marriage and romance, it shows plenty of opposition and confrontation is very possible. It all depends upon you. You cannot control somebody else's horoscope, only your own. So don't show aggression, don't show arrogance. These are the two things which can spoil the possibility of romance and the possibility of keeping marriage in a happy state for the last 15 days of March. The last 15 days of March show that you are in the mood for love, finding love. It's a time where you are very active, actively searching for romance. And so you will be very active in the sense of trying your luck with many possibilities. But you keep in mind that for the whole month of March, the possibilities of suffering from complications which will arise slowly against you in romance are quite strong. So be very careful and do some research on the person you are interested in, and the areas of marriage also don't be provocative. I'm going to mention some ages, and if you are of these ages, you can be, you ought to be more careful regarding romance and marriage. Now, if you are the ages of 18 or 27 or 36 or 45 or 54 or 63 or 72, then tell yourself that you could get into a romantic situation in the month of March, which will produce plenty of complications, and rather than giving you happiness, it brings a lot of stress and emotional difficulty, especially of these ages. Now I'm going to mention some dates of the month as well. And looking at this card and looking at some planets here, I have to worry that that on the 1st or the 10th or the 19th or the 28th of March, you will tend to be finding possibilities of romance. But watch out that on these dates, the plans of the planets are to get you involved into a difficult situation, which you will then find very disappointing during the month of March or later on. Also, if you are of these ages, be careful not that you attract a lot of aggression. So you cannot afford to show arrogance or show a temper or to provoke others, or the chances of romance just slips through your fingers and moves away, and in your marriage situation you only attract opposition. Now to help you, I'm going to ask you to use certain colors for the month of March. Every color is represented by the energy of certain planets. So in your case, I would advise you not to use the color red for the month of March. Whether top governments whether top garments or undergarments or the contact made for certain colors, especially red. If you contact or touch red too much during the month of March, you will find that rather than help or rather than possibilities of support in romance and marriage areas, the opposite will take place, and then you will only have more difficulties. Now, there are certain directions you can face during the month of March. Different planets are positioned around the compass, and so for you to get some good energy and some good luck, I would ask you to face east. When you face east, there's a group of planets who want to feed you good romance, who want to feed you the ability to keep the romance happy, and the same in marriage, to allow you to find harmony in your marriage. So when you want to make your wishes, for example, we all make some wish now and then, face east when you do that. And when you want to meditate, you face east when you do that. When you meditate, it would be good for you to use your fingers and your thumb. Now, when your thumb and fingers are like that, energy is escaping out of your fingers and out of your thumb. So joining your thumb to certain fingers would be very helpful. And in your case, I would ask you to join the thumb to the middle finger on both hands. When you do this, you're actually channeling the energy of love back to you. And then you can meditate or make the wish you want, and you'll find that your approach to love and romance and marriage will improve a lot. Do go to Facebook, and when you're on Facebook, search for Andi, A-N-D-I, .singh, S-I-N-G-H, .9, the number 9, .facebook.com. And that way you'll come to my face page, and we can communicate. Well, follow me and we can communicate. And one day we might be able to Skype, and I'll be able to do a 75-minute reading for you using your full date of birth and your time of birth. And on Skype, I'll be able to look at your palms as well. And that will cost you USD 50. And if you want to do that, then I will look forward to meeting you one day on Skype. Until then, have a happy March 2017 in areas of romance and marriage. Thank you and goodbye.